we're looking at our course for Waco this weekend, just kind of seeing what's been going on. Everybody knows we've had some flooding and people think, oh, water's down, so therefore we can have a swim, but I wish it was that easy. We're looking at, what kind of debris is in the water, what's floating, what's stuck, what's the rate of flow, and also we'll test the water quality. So right now we're at the location where the sprint and the super sprint, the try put in, and then they will swim across and over, and then our Olympic will be starting way down there. So far this morning, rate of flow doesn't seem to be too bad. I'm able to manage my kayak and able to stay where I want to stay without any problem. So that's one thing we've checked off the list. I am seeing quite a bit of debris, but the city of Waco is working really hard to clean that up today and tomorrow. And then we'll have water quality pulled this morning. The tests will be pulled in the samples, we grow the cultures, and we'll know by tomorrow evening, hopefully maybe Wednesday morning, what our results will be and whether or not we have a swim. If not, we have plan B and we'll execute. So we're running a test swim as well this morning. All right, here's our guinea pig. He's a good looking one. And he's gonna jump in the water. Again, this is where the sprint and the Olympic, the sprint and super sprint start. And he is going to see what it feels like to get to there. And he's wearing my AWA cap, but let's be clear, he's not AWA. We're trying to get a reasonable swim level test, not someone who's a Michael Phelps and not someone who doesn't know how to swim. So I think he's an accurate measure of what we're looking for. There's our guinea pig. He made it across the water. So I think the key is how you manage yourself when you're in the water. In flying, we call it crabbing into the wind. So you have to adjust your angle as to where the current is going to push you. So if you try to swim straight from here to the pull-out point at Washington, you're going to be pushed over. So you'll be pushed over this way. So you're going to want to make sure that you go almost feel like you're going straight across the river, and then the current will adapt and adjust and get you where you really want to be. The other key point I would make is to not swim too close to the pillars and the structures that are supporting the bridges, because that's where the debris is catching. So if you get too close to that, you might find yourself face to face with a log, and that's not really highly recommended during your triathlon experience. So now we are at the Olympic start point, and you can see there's a lot of mud, but like I said, Parks and Rec is working with us to try to clear this off. Again, the most important thing you can do and remember is when you get in the water here, do not try to swim out across. We'll be going straight downstream, as opposed to like the Ironman. For those of you who've done that course here, we have to go a little upstream to get our 1.2 distance. We don't need that, we just need our 1500. So you'll get in and you'll go straight down. You should have a really strong current, but don't try to swim out too much. We'll just go straight across down the river, and it should be a really fast swim for all of you. That's the good part. On the other side of the river by MLK, there was a lot of debris. Again, we hope we have that cleaned up, but the key is to just stay more midstream or to the right even, rather than going over there. Plus, if you're swimming way over there and you aren't navigating well, you're simply adding to your swim, which getting more for your money, but I don't personally recommend it. But yeah, so definitely avoid that other side of the river in terms of debris.